Hi, my name is Jesse McLean and I'm the lead teacher for high school virtual learning. And I'd like to share a little bit about our high school virtual learning program with you. So why virtual learning? Well, first off, we offer a great deal of flexibility in time, location, and pace. Virtual learning can work with your schedule from anywhere with an internet connection and at a pace that makes sense for our students. In virtual learning, we're not tied to a 9 to 3 2-semester schedule, so we're able to personalize your schedule in terms of the number of courses you take and how long you spend on each course. If you're someone who excels in math but struggles with English, you might spend 2 months on your math course while spending 3 to 4 months on your English course. We work with students to integrate learning from their lived experience with their coursework. Whether it's in your hobbies, your job, your travels, or any aspect of your life, we'll work with you to gain credit for that learning. And finally, when it comes to virtual learning, communication is key, and you have multiple ways to connect with your teacher via Google Meet, email, by phone, or even in person at our Connections for Learning high school location. You will also receive timely feedback through the Schoology platform as you progress through the course in regards to your grades. Most of our courses have a teacher's virtual classroom at the top with key links like their email address and their virtual office link. Below that is a course information folder with all key course information, followed by a digital resource folder with all your required materials like textbooks and novels. And below that, we actually get into the course material. And here you'll see how you can navigate to your first lesson. This first lesson would be similar to the material that a teacher would present in class, like the notes on the board they would share with you. And then that'll be followed by some multimedia. In this case, it's a music video that you would watch. And then you'd navigate to the assignment where you're going to reflect on that music video. Now, clear instructions for the assignment are laid out, followed by a rubric so the student's clear on the assignment. And finally, a submit assignment button so you can submit your work. One of the highlights of our virtual learning program is our formative assessment and feedback. Formative assessment does not count towards the student's final grade, but it's meant to provide a check-in on how well the student understands the material and their readiness to move forward in the course. In the example I'm going to show you, it's a math course. We can look at 2 methods of formative assessment: self-checks and check for understanding. Self-checks are like a small quiz that mark themselves and provide immediate feedback to the student. If the student scored poorly, they would hold off from moving forward, connect with their teacher, and check in for assistance. If the student scored well, they'd be confident to know that they could move on with their next task. For concepts that require more feedback, we have checks for understanding, where a brief set of questions is completed and sent to the teacher, who marks it and provides any corrective feedback for the concept. Again, these aren't for marks, but rather to ensure the student has a strong handle on the material. Here you can see an example where a student would complete 2 questions and get feedback on their ability to perform unit conversions. Our virtual learning program was developed in 2021, and we continue to build and improve our courses. We've made an effort to include multimedia material in courses where we see it as beneficial to student learning. We develop courses with students in mind, aiming for engaging learning experiences that provide students with the opportunity to develop their skills and move toward their goals. The asynchronous and student-driven nature of our program means that we need our courses to provide as much to the student as possible, and building and improving our courses will always be part of our job. Student feedback on our courses has and always will help us provide the best virtual learning experience possible. So, how does it work? When a student enrolls with high school virtual learning, we set up an online meeting for a virtual student intake with me. In that meeting, we review academic progress, set up a graduation plan, and enroll the student in their first courses. Soon after, their teachers reach out and set up a plan for communication and set targets for course progress. Teachers work with the student connecting over Google Meet, phone, email, or in person. Formative feedback is embedded into the coursework in the form of self-checks and check for understandings. Through a variety of summative assessments and testing situations, students will receive the same grade reporting they're used to in their traditional high schools. For the majority of our courses, students can work on and complete courses on their own timeline and move on to their next course as soon as they've completed a course. So if you have any questions about high school virtual learning, feel free to check out our website, cfl.psd.ca, or email me at the address provided. Thank you.
Parkland School Division, where the world opens back up.